Hello, welcome to the channel. It is another video on the 2026 WAEC English Language Past Questions and Answers. This is section 6. The instruction says, in the following passage, the numbered gaps indicate missing words. Against each number in the list below the passage, 4 options are given in columns lettered A to D. Choose the word that is the most suitable to fill the numbered gaps in the passage. Basically, questions in this section are based on register, and from what I've read, these particular ones are based on legal register dealing with police investigation, law, and court proceedings. Let's begin with number 71. 3 workers of the Jojomo Plastic Company were dashed last month after the police had started a nationwide hunt for them. In the options below, just check below this screen, you will see the list of options there. A. Seized. B. Caught. C. Arrested. D. Captured. The right word to describe the process in which police officers go to a suspected person, somebody who has been suspected for a crime, when they go to that person and take the person into custody, is not seized, is not caught, is not captured. It is arrested. Option C. Number 72. They were dashed before a Grand Bassa High Court. They were dashed before a Grand Bassa High Court. A. Arraigned. B. Drawn. C. Exhibited. D. Dragged. Here, they want to let us know when someone is made to appear before a judge in the court, the person is arraigned. Option A. They were arraigned before a Grand Bassa High Court and dashed with fraud and resisting arrest. And dashed with fraud and resisting arrest. Let's see the options to number 73 below the screen. A. Executed. B. Charged. C. Convicted. D. Suspected. And dash with, look at that preposition, with. With that preposition, the correct option is option B. Charged with, and charged with fraud and resisting arrest. However, one of the charges was dash. One of the charges was dash in number 74. A. Released. B. Dropped. C. Declined. D. Discharged. You see, in the court of law, when a person is suspected to have committed a particular crime and the complainant probably after some time decides not to prosecute the suspects for that particular crime, then we say that that particular charge is dropped. Note that in this case, there are many charges against them. It is only one of them that was dropped. Dropped is the right word. So the correct option is option B. However, one of the charges was dropped. All of them pleaded not guilty and were dashed in custody. A. Confined. B. Kept. C. Remanded. D. Resigned. When the court orders that a criminal or a suspected criminal is kept in the police custody before the final judgment is pronounced, the right word is remanded. When someone is remanded, it means the person is kept in the police custody until the final judgment is pronounced. While the court proceeding is still going on, the person is remanded before the final judgment. Option C. All of them pleaded not guilty and were remanded in custody. They engaged the services of a lawyer to represent them in court. Alright, before we go to the second paragraph to answer the remaining 5 questions in this section, data has shown that most of the viewers on this channel are not actually subscribers, and that is why I am seizing this moment to remind you to subscribe. Please do it now. It does not cost a dime. Let's return to the class. Here is the second paragraph of the passage on register. We have 5 more blank spaces to fill. During the dash, the prosecutor and the defendant questioned the accused. During the dash, A. Trial. B. Tribunal. C. Test. D. Panel. Another name for a court proceeding in which evidences are presented to the judge or to the jury in order to know who commits which crime is trial. Trial in option A is the correct option. Tribunal in option B is also used to describe a court proceeding, but then tribunal usually has to do with political issues, most especially election issues. Let's proceed. The prosecutor and the defendant questioned the accused and called on dash to say what they knew. The prosecutor and the defendant questioned the accused and called on dash to say what they knew. A. Spectators. B. Witnesses. C. Observers. D. Eyewitnesses. Those who are called at the court to testify or to say what they saw or what they knew about a particular crime, they are called witnesses. Eyewitnesses is usually used for events or an accident. When someone saw an accident or an event, that person is an eyewitness. But in the court, those who are called, a person who is called to say what he has seen about a particular crime is called witness. So here, it is witnesses. The prosecutor and the defendant questioned the accused and called on witnesses to say what they knew. After they had sworn dash to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. After they had sworn dash, when someone is called to talk in the court of law and the person is asked, are you a Christian, a Muslim, or a traditional worshipper? And the person is placed on oath. So it is called an oath. That is option D. In the court of law, you swear an oath before you testify to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. During questioning, the three workers accused the manager of the crime, but no attention was paid to them. The dash found them guilty. The dash found them guilty. A. Adjudicator. B. Lawyer. C. Jury. Who declares that someone is guilty or not in the court of law? Is it adjudicator, lawyer, referee, or jury? It is the jury. That is option D. The jury is a group of judges that oversee a particular case in the court of law. So, the jury found them guilty and they were dashed to 25 years imprisonment. And they were dashed to 25 years imprisonment. A. Sent. B. Decreed. C. Sentenced. D. Condemned. When the judge, or let me say jury, pronounce their judgment and someone is said to serve a particular jail term, it is called sentencing. So they were sentenced to 25 years imprisonment. Option C. That is the whole of section 6, which is based on register. Like I said earlier at the beginning of the video, this belongs to criminal case and the court of law. So thank you for being here. Remember to subscribe to the channel, drop your comment, and of course, like the video. Until I come your way again, have a nice time. Goodbye.